Hello students. From last few days we were doing letter writing and we have completed with the topic. I have already told you that how to write the 5 different types of topic of the letter, that is letter to editor, all the business letters and job application. Now children, with this I have also completed 3 chapters of your literature with you. Today I want to carry forward with another chapter, The Tiger King. I want to begin with the second chapter of Stars for you. First chapter I have already completed, the third level, and now I am going to begin with the second chapter, The Tiger King. In the chapter, the story is not going in the same sequence as I am going to narrate you. The story sometimes talk about the present, sometimes about the past, sometimes about the present, sometimes about the past, but I will try to coordinate it in such a manner so that it becomes easier for you to understand. Though I'll be giving the summary also today of the story, but still I'll make sure that through my explanation I try to make it clear to you. Now, let us begin with the story. The story, as the name suggests, the Tiger King, revolves around a king only. Now, the complete story is based on to this, that how that king has got this name, the Tiger King. How he became famous by this name. How people came to know that there is a king who is named as, it was an earned name, not given name, it was an earned name which he earned as Tiger King. Now, there was a Maharaja, Jilani Jungjung Bahadur, and he was known by so many other names also. He took birth as a child in the palace of Pratibandhapuram. Pratibandhapuram is the name of the place. He was born as a child in a palace of Pratibandhapuram, and as is the custom, as is the tradition of our country, whenever there is a birth of a child, we call the priest, and the priest, look after the time of the birth of the child and the date, and they calculate some things for the children and they tell them as per the book. Now, in the same manner, when this child was born, as he was a prince, as he was born into a king's palace, so accordingly, not only one, the team of priests came to the palace and they calculated certain things as regarding to the date of birth, time of the birth. They calculated few things and they said that this child will not only be a brave child, in fact will be a warrior of warriors. He will earn a lot of fame, but he will die. When one of the astrologer predicted this about the child, so everybody was quite stunned to hear this. But there was more surprising than this, that at that particular time, the child was 10 days old. Just 10 days old, who was lying on a bed there nearby. And suddenly, after this prediction was made by the priest, that 10 days old child spoke and said that there is nothing new which you are predicting about me. Everybody who has taken the birth has to die some or other day. There is nothing new into it. I will also become a king, will become a warrior of warriors and will die one day. So there is no charm into your prediction. I will consider you as the great priest if you could tell me the manner of my death. That means that how will I die? If you can tell me that, then only I can think that you are a good priest. The priest was extremely surprised. He was stunned to see that a 10 days old child was speaking, because that was not usual, that was not normal, and that was not expected by the priest. And even the priest could not predict this, that the child has some extraordinary quality. But still, the priest said, Okay, fine. Give me some time and I will calculate this. He made the calculation as the child was born in the hours of bull, and bull and the tigers are enemy. So the child would die due to the tigers. He calculated somehow this and predicted. And then he very clearly predicted that this child will going to die due to some tiger. And after that day, there was nothing extraordinary, nothing abnormal, nothing surprising into that child. The child grew up like a normal child after that. Though he was growing up into a palace, though a nanny was taking care of him, and he grew up like a normal child, walking, talking, eating, everything was learnt by him like a normal child. Though he was growing up into the atmosphere of Britishers, because if you remember that we had kings and kingship only before independence, and that was the time when we were overruled by the Britishers. So the kings were surrounded by the Britishers, and that is why the child was growing up into that English atmosphere. Slowly and gradually he grew up and he became 20 years old. When the child, that small child who was born as a prince who had certain predictions about him, now he has grown up to 20 years old and he was given the crown of the Pratibandhapuram and he became the king of Pratibandhapuram. When he became the king of the Pratibandhapuram, the people started talking about him. What kind of things you must be thinking that what they were talking? They were talking that the king will not be the perfect person to rule the kingdom. Why they think so? Because as per the prediction which was made by the priest, the king will die due to the tigers. And into that time, the kings were fond of hunting. It was a charm for them. It was a hobby for them to go for hunting. And they thought that whenever he would go for hunting, he will die due to some tigers. He is not a brave person. He is not the correct person to protect the country, to protect that particular palace. And you know that rumors are like fire. So very slowly and gradually, this became a rumor, and rumor reached to the ears of the king also. When it reached to the ears of the king then and there decided that to prove myself as a good king, to prove myself fair to the eyes of the kingdom and to the people of my kingdom, I have to prove myself. And he decided to go for hunting. He went for hunting, and after a small struggle only, he was easily able to hunt a tiger. And then the king thought that the prediction of the priest was extremely wrong. He has made such a prediction which has made a different image of me in the eyes of the people. They are thinking I am a coward person. He was frowning due to the anger because he thought he has done the very correct thing and he could easily hunt the tiger. He was thinking himself as a brave person. So he took that hunted tiger and straight away he went to the house of the priest and he said that, "Priest, you predicted something wrong about me, that I will die due to the tiger. See, I have easily hunted a tiger. I have hunted this tiger." The priest was quiet. He couldn't answer. Why? Because he was living under His Highness. After all, he was living into his kingdom. After all, he was talking to his king. So he could not say anything straightforward. He just, into a low voice, said that, "My Highness, not only one, you will be able to hunt such 99 tigers bravely. but you have to be careful by the 100th one. He could not straight away say that you will have the danger of your death by the 100th tiger, but he said that you have to be careful by the 100th tiger. The king, into that anger, said, and what if your prediction becomes wrong? You have made a long prediction that I have to hunt 100 tigers. What if your prediction becomes wrong? So the priest said that if my prediction became wrong, I will give off my astrology, I will all put my books on fire, and I will become a what? Agent, insurance agent. Now don't put such stupid questions to me that, ma'am, was insurance agents available at that time? So that I really don't know. But as per the story, you have to consider it that he decided to become insurance agent. And on the other hand, the king also took it as a challenge. And then and there he decided that now my life would have only one aim, and that would be to hunt 100 tigers. I will not pay any attention to my kingdom. I will not live my personal life. I will not enjoy anything into profession and personal until and unless I complete the aim of hunting 100 tigers. And after that, he started a journey of hunting 100 tigers. Now I believe that this part of the story is enough for today, and I am going to explore the chapter tomorrow to you continuously. Though I'll try to attach the summary of the chapter today only to it, so that you can once go through the chapter. Thank you, children.